Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, this week we're going to talk a little bit about what we spoke about last week because they seem to be on a roll with it. But they want to understand what happens when you feel anger and when you, toward anything or another person, or you, hopefully not yourself, and what happens during that. And we talked about it last time a little bit. We have the same crew, all the Celestials and all the Ascended Masters, and some extra peeps. I never know what to call those guys. Anyway, this is a hard one, I think. Maybe not. But we are at a point in this process where we're not being given as much slack for falling off the wagon. You can't be falling into anger and then go, love and bliss Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. More and more, if you are having your anger show up, more and more, it is a signal to you to work on those things where your ego is so undernourished with love. So you'll need to do more conscious use of power. Now, everybody gets triggered. That happens to all of us, but the way you respond is different than the way you would respond when your ego is reacting. So this week we want to practice on dealing with those little things that irk you. Like I've been married for 36 years. There are things that can irk you. He's funny, he's not in the room. He didn't hear me say that. But the point is that you need to be laughing at those things more. You need to understand more that not everything goes your way all the time. We know that. We understand that. But that doesn't mean we can get angry. That is not an excuse for anger. There is no excuse for anger anymore. You're past 2 years old. You're not a 2-year-old toddler having a temper tantrum. You're older than that. And now, when something bugs you, you need to bring that light in and clear your ego. Because the fact that you are bugged is only your ego telling you, I don't feel this love on this topic, on this subject, or whatever's going on, something in me missing. So what about the guy on the road? What about road rage? They talk a lot about road rage. I don't know, I don't drive. They won't let me. I want to though. Anyway, but so you have road rage. I mean, I know I've gotten a fright from someone doing something not too bright in front of me. And I immediately go, and I send love. I send light. I bless you. I don't let it get in there and make me cross or make me feel like you deprived me of that 1-inch space. We can't do that anymore. We're too old for that now. We've grown up enough that we are now able to transcend our anger and move into the light and know that if you do get angry, that it is just your ego asking for some love. So give it some goodies, man. Give it some light. Just light up that part of you, that part of your heart, where your ego is feeling insufficient. because that deficit isn't real. It's just in our heads, but our heart thinks it's true, and it's not. And this is where we are now, learning, knowing, and understanding that anger holds no place in your life anymore. Not even on the road where it's kind of condoned. I guess that's why they pick on it. Not even there. Not with your spouse. We don't get angry. So it allows you to play and laugh when there's a disagreement, rather than your ego going, well, what about me? I didn't like that. That was not nice. No, that won't work. Never has. I don't really know that that's ever worked. No, instead, it's like, what? And you discuss it. Different reaction, because when you come to that point of understanding, there's no separation, right? We talked about that last time. I have a feeling we're going to talk about it more. So the more we're able to unify ourselves, we're coming from our heart, not our mind. Our ego no longer is responding, creating sadness. Now we are able to be divinely 5D. So this is our challenge, because for one thing, it's habitual. We're so used to, just jerk reacting to stuff. Don't even know you do it. Yeah. It's a good thing to work on. I love this stuff. So it's good to play. I think the main thing about being in relationship is exactly this. It's being able to communicate differences without anger. To do it lovingly and fun way. Disagree. You can disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's kind of a fun challenge. I love this challenge, as I said before. And we can grow more and more into the light with it. So it's important for us to understand ourselves and how and why we're reacting in an angry kind of fashion. Remember, anger and fear are the dark side. There's no light. Well, it's hidden light. It's there. But you're not in the light or in love when you're in anger or fear. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful thing for all of us to be pursuing. So let's start the light. We're going to bring that gold light in from source. We're going to feel that yummy golden light stick to every cell, every pore, every part of you. And we're going to feel it just go right on down through our body and out our feet into the earth. And the mother grabs onto our golden lariat. And we continue on, onto the grid, which is her energy field, and around it. And now we bring it all the way up with an essence of herself in it, back to source. And we bring it around and around and around and around and around. And now we're in our orbit. So we are tethered heaven and earth. And now we bring that energy down and up, and it flows out the top of our aura, filling all 12 auras. So that we are now connected heaven and earth and protected on all sides. And we feel that energy radiating out like a beautiful, beautiful rainbow waterfall. So now we focus on the lower one, below the root, the well of the mother. And we connect with the mother and her understanding and wisdom to bring ourselves into harmony with all creatures, all things. And we bring that energy up into the root. And we know that we are healing all of the 3D, I want to call them miasms, but the 3D disruptive behavior that has been in existence for so very long. And we know that is healing through the sacral, because we're no longer driven by a dogma or a belief system in anything or anyone except our hearts. And we feel any conflict on that spleen with conscious use of power, which I teach on the website. And we fill ourselves with that opalescent light anytime, every time we get a little gitchy. It's okay. Part of the process. And we have compassion and love for ourselves in this process, knowing that it is exactly that. It's a process towards love and understanding. And there is no limit to this. It goes on forever. It's stinking awesome. And then we focus on that energy of love going out through the solar plexus. No judgments, no fear, no conflict, just love. And we focus on the liver where the empathic shield is. And we feel that energy from the empathic shield. And we know that while we wear this golden shield, it's doggone difficult to judge. And we're getting better and better and better at understanding. And we radiate that understanding through the heart. And people see that love and understanding. And they'll want to munch and crunch that gold light you're wearing. And you're like, come on, have some, have all you want. And you munch and crunch that light. Because remember, you got the first and the biggest dose. Yours is continuing 24/7. And we bring that energy up into our conscious intention. And our intention is to create a loving, kind, and compassionate world in which humans live together in harmony. It's possible in 5D, and that's where we're headed. And we express that in all that we are. And our third eye is shimmering and loving this great task we've brought ourselves to. Because we know, we have no doubt that we are the light seeds that are shifting the consciousness of this planet. And we know that we wear our light lovingly in harmony with all universes, with the whole cosmos. And we're telepathic notch, starting to shimmer, waking up as we become the light seeds we were destined to be. So wear that light out 18 inches or 20 inches and just wear as much as you need. Because if you do get cranky, it means your shield is down and you need more light. And sometimes when you're tired, that's easy to have happen. You wear the shield no matter what, all the time, 24/7. Because you're a light beacon. That's what you do. That's what you are. And I love you. And I'll see you next week.